did.
Hey everybody, it's Dinsdale1978, and I'm here to bring you some Mass Effect 3 tips that I've been working on. I decided to make myself a nice little layout to show you what I'm using, what powers I have, what class I am, and if I'm using any bonus powers. But what I really want to do is just kind of give you some setup tips that I've been using that have been working for me. Now granted, this is only bronze, and I don't want to hear that that's, not worth it, but it is bronze, and that's what it is. I'm trying these out, so I'm experimenting and spending points to see how well it works. Now this is a class that I noticed watching XCal and Dino Riding Jesus. Two great Mass Effect 3 players I like watching, and they're very funny to boot. But basically this is the Asari Vanguard using Stasis and a sniper rifle. And you might think, well, you're a Vanguard and you're not using biotic charge, but the real point is, if you're noticing what I'm doing here, you're freezing the enemy, headshotting. So you're taking them out quickly. And it works. It really does work. And I don't even have biotic charge powered up. My powers, as you can see, are pretty much all put into stasis and lift grenades. And then I'm just filling in the Justicar and fitness because you really don't need much else. And here you go, quad. Sorry, it doesn't really make sense in Mass Effect 3, does it? But anyhow, I'm using the Mantis, level 6, I believe, with a scope, so I can see through smoke, if I'm not mistaken. I might have not have had it on this one, but I know I put it on later. I've tried the Black Widow, and I can't say that I see the point unless it's probably a level 10. And at that point, on gold, you have a couple extra headshots, but the pacing and anything bronze and silver, you could probably use a single shot like a Mantis, reload, and get your shot off without any problem. I usually save the lift grenades for bunched up enemies or when I'm getting overrun and they're coming around on me every side. I'll throw out a grenade and run. It gives me a chance to get away while they're stunned and thrown up in the air. And this one I was running the M25 Hornet as well, and I'm not a big fan of the submachine guns anymore. I like my pistols a little bit better. And I just was trying it out. I was using it mostly for the weight because I have the ultra lightweight materials on this. It makes it almost like you don't even have a secondary. But I do use it every once in a while here to get a couple kills on something that's a little too close and I want to just lay some bullets into them. I wasn't running any ammo, weapon, or armor. Unfortunately, I was just testing out the build and decided I wasn't going to waste on my unlocks. But this really works well. And you have to have a team, though, that's willing to listen. If they're going to charge in, they're going to split up, and they're not going to watch what they're doing, you're probably going to get overrun and killed. But there's something nice about this class. The other thing to be wary about, no, I'm showing you here this objective mission base type here, where you have to take out the targets. And it's really good for a Vanguard to do this, because you could take out most of the targets until you get up to the higher levels with a headshot. And so you could be the one just going and hunting them down while everybody else cleans up the riffraff, as I call them. But be wary if you have a sentinel, well, not a sentinel per se, but a Vanguard who's using shockwave, or an engineer, somebody using overload and things like that, because the screen shake can be horrid when you're using a sniper rifle. And that's the one thing that can really be a detriment to using a sniper rifle in stasis. Even though you have them frozen, there's a good chance you're probably not going to get a hit on them if the screen's shaking all over. And that really becomes a key point when you're taking on, say, a Banshee or even a Phantom or Brutes, or anything. You need to get a pretty precise shot on. You really want to hit the head and take their armor out. If there's a ton of screen shake, you're not going to get that. So I think this is I'm not sure if this is a level 10 or not here, but I was trying to show you some of the longer, heavier missions in bronze. Not that bronze is really that hard. I barely ever lost to bronze now. Only once or twice when people would leave. Another quad on Swarmers, no less. But the one thing that's hard with a sniper rifle is when you get cornered into a small area like this. You really need distance to move around, negotiate where you're going to take your shot from, and control the enemy. If you are being led by the enemy as to where you can shoot from, you're probably going to get, like I did there, almost killed. But the one thing about this, the hacking mission, if you get all 4 players in the circle with you and hack it, you get a little more points. And that really becomes a crucial point in the higher levels, because you get more points for it, I believe. And if you're power leveling or just trying to get as many experience points as you can, it's really crucial that you tell your teammates, and hopefully they have mics, what you want them to do. So as you can see here, I'm just going to stand around my buddies, taking pot shots at everything I can see, and I'm doing the objective. I'm not running off on my own, just trying to get awesome kills on a brute, you know, melee attack or something like that. So I frozen that Marauder, took my time, got the shot, headshot, one-shot kill. I wasn't rushing it. Now you can quickscope with these sniper rifles, as strange as it may seem. You can easily stasis somebody and shoot them right down like that. I was still pretty much a hard scope, but you'll see a couple more coming up here where you can really just shoot quickly. And I think probably with the Black Widow, that's what a lot of people are doing, and they're just taking the 3 shots and like bam, bam, bam. It does have pretty good damage. I just think there's some control issues with that one sometimes, and the hit registration for me always wasn't dead on target, especially getting the headshots, and that's a big detriment. If you're trying to get a headshot and your gun isn't even registering correctly. I was almost always getting the headshot with the Mantis here. So here's the wave 10. I have to eliminate all the targets, and it gets a little hairy here. I'm set up on top. I like the higher ground because I can see down below. The problem with that is usually it spawns a ton of Ravagers, and Ravagers are pretty much everybody's worst nightmare because they're hard to take out with a sniper rifle one shot because they have armor. They have those explosive sacks in their underbelly that will lay acid down so you can't step through them very easily, so it kind of creates a barrier between you and the other enemies. But as you can see, I'm just taking my time, step back behind cover, let him go off target, come back on, shoot. Now I'm looking at the brute. I think I should take out that brute instead. Throw a grenade and get lucky and watch this guy fly. Look at that target flying in the air. Now if I would have been playing Duck Hunt, I'd take him out and watch the little dog laugh at me. But here, swarmers are finding me, the ones that I killed the Ravagers before. And I jump right behind this brute. I thought I was going to throw a grenade and it didn't quite work. Now, so don't be afraid if you get a brute right in front of you, or a banshee, or any of the other things, a phantom, what have you. Take your time, know where you're at, keep an eye out on your surroundings, and keep running. There's no shame in getting a strategic advantage by taking cover, finding a better line, and then taking out the enemy. That brute's going to chase me. I don't really care because I'm going after the objective. The problem as well with the Vanguard with Asari, if you don't have biotic charge, is if your shields start to go down, you have to go and take cover. Luckily, you have that nice little speed burst. It comes with the Asari, so you can see me dodging and moving backwards and getting out of the way, especially when my shields are going down. And that helps me a little bit. Where here I say, Toro, 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 come at me. He does, and I take him out. So if you have a secondary, don't be afraid to use it if you can maybe spam that for bullets a little bit faster, especially if you're getting overrun by, say, smaller enemies or even a larger enemy that you have distance on and you don't think you can get enough shots on them with your sniper rifle. I take a cheap shot there, but hey. So anyhow, let me know what you think about this class. Better weapons. I don't know. I don't think I'd want anything else except for maybe the Mantis or some of the one-shot kill rifles. I don't like the Black Widow, frankly. I hate to say that. People are going to probably think I'm stupid. I used it a little while later with this class, and I think I even tried a silver with it, and it didn't do quite as well. It was just really hard to get the correct shots I wanted. I don't know if it was just a matter of the hit registration or not, but I'm going to keep playing. So if you want to hit me up on Mass Effect 3, I have it for PlayStation 3. I'll soon have it for Xbox 360 actually, because I really wanted to try out the Kinect features, and I wanted to take part in the events, which I'm still not sure if PlayStation 3 are going to be taking part in. But I'd love to play. Give me a shout out here, and like I said, the only things I don't have unlocked: the Batarian Sentinel and the Krogan Vanguard, the Battle Master. So I got a ton of things unlocked. I'm going to be trying out different classes. If you have ideas for a class or questions about a class you'd like to see, send them to me, and I'll see what I can do. This is Dinsdale 1978, and I'll see you on the battlefield.